Do you get a sense of what happens next?
Just like going, like floating up through the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this old man
How
there.
does it look?
He has glasses on. He's old. It feels like a librarian or professor.
What about the clothes?
His clothes, I'm see-through. I'm like a spirit. He is wearing like old man clothes, like an old sweater. Very stern, not mean, but like very, doesn't have a sense of humor.
And what does he do?
He's like checking me in.
Oh, tell me more.
That's weird. It's like when you go to the doctor and they take your vitals, it's kind of like that, but him just telling me what to expect. I'm like waiting in line to I'm like in between, like waiting in line to cross over. I don't know why there's a line, but there's a line.
And if there's a line, who are the beings in front of you?
All these people that just passed away.
Okay. So what else do you get from this man? What else is he telling you?
He's like making fun of me, like I screwed up.
In what way?
That is something like I should have known better from her. Like he's like lecturing me about her. It feels like a spirit guide that this is like a dry some.
So that whole thing could have been avoided?
Yeah, I was meant to do a lot more in that life.
Like what?
Like I just keep seeing like travel, and there's like this huge kingdom, and to be more of in like a leadership role and be more of the leader and help people. And I like just put myself in a box
because of her.
Yeah.
Very good.
And he's just like, now he's being fun. He's just rubbing my back. It's okay. He's just being like silly.
Does he feel familiar to you?
Kind of like a distant teacher, but not like a best friend.
Very good. So you feel like you've known him before?
Yeah. And now he's like warming up too. He doesn't feel so cold.
Tell me more.
I'm just still like standing in line, and he's
how's this line?
There's like a line, and then people are going through. I don't know. It's not even a door. It's like a hole.
It's a hole. Any physicality to it, or?
It's like you go into it, and then you just get like sucked up into it, and then it's like cleansing. It's like cleansing your life off of you.
How does that feel?
And then you go through it, and then you're like light as air, and it feels amazing. You don't feel bad anymore. You don't feel like regret.
And who do you think is doing the cleansing, or how is that done?
It just feels like an energy clearing. It's like a vacuum. It like sucks all the crap off of you.
So you have to go through that?
Yeah. And then you go, and there's like people floating, and it just feels like you're floating in water.
Oh, tell me more about.
And there's just like people there, and it just feels like a rest area, kind of like being at an airport before your flight takes off, but not like chaotic or anything. It's just like this rest area. And there's like all these like different souls there.
What are the souls doing?
They're doing the same thing. They're just hanging, waiting to be called. Like your number has to be called.
So you have a number, or?
Yeah.
And who gave you that? The librarian?
That guy. He like checks you in.
What's your number?
101.
101. Okay, very good. So tell me more about this space, this waiting station. How's that like?
It's just black everywhere, but then after you, like now I can go, and it's like space, and just like we're all floating in this like space. We can see space. There's like stars everywhere, and I don't know how to explain. There's just like just like this pool energy keeping us here. It's kind of like in a swimming pool, but we're not. Like I don't see any water. It just feels like we're in a swimming pool. And there's just like a bunch of people there. But it's like it's like limited. There's not like an unlimited amount. It's like this limited amount of people. We're all here for the same reason.
And all those other people, where do you think they're coming from?
They all pass sooner than they were supposed to.
Ah, okay.
And so we have to be like held here before they like take us. And your number gets called.
Okay. So, if they pass sooner, was that the exit point? One of the exit point, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you think they're coming from? Where was their experience? Was it Earth or other planets?
I'm seeing all over. It's not just Earth. It's all over. And it's weird because we all don't know each other, but we know each other. Like, it's not like I feel weird around them. I just feel like, hey, buddy, we did the same thing.
And how would you describe your body here?
Like, I'm like floaty. It's not. It's like see-through, ghosty, light. I can like move from thinking. I don't have, like, I can look down. I have legs, but I can't like move them.
Okay, so the mind moves.
Yes, the mind, and that's how we all communicate too. Is just you think it.
Oh, telepathically.
Yeah.
Very good. So, are you all looking kind of the same, or any other differences?
I can't really see everyone clearly. It's like blurry, but they feel the same to me.
They feel the same to you.
Yeah.
And what's the dynamic like?
It's just like you're all waiting at an airport, like, but that's like we all know that we're just like being held here. We're not scared or anything. We're just like like relieved a little. Like, God, I got that over with.
What else do you get from them about the lives that they just lived?
Well, they're all different. It's funny because most people feel like more rebellious. Like they're more like, yeah, like more outspoken, more rebellious. More outspoken is probably the best word. And it feels like we're just like floating. We're just being held here.
And are you sharing about your experience to anyone?
It's like they already know. Like if you look at someone, you'll know what. Except this one guy is like super closed off. But I'm really open. So if you think you're like, if you just think I'm open, then you're open. If you're not, then you're not.
Very good. Are you able to read others' experiences?
Yeah. There's just like one guy who is not that good of energy. I mean, he's just kind of grumpy. He's just mad that he passed away.
What do you think happened to him?
I'm asking him. Oh, I'm just seeing him get robbed.
Oh, okay.
There's a mom too, and she left 2 little kids behind.
Oh.
And she's sad too. She's not as bad as that guy. And I do see like angels coming. There's different people coming for different people. Like I see angels coming for the mom.
Okay.
I see that angry guy's grandfather coming for him. But the feeling's the same. It's like the mom's excited to see the angels, and the angry guy's excited to see his grandfather. And he didn't have good parents. His grandfather was his parents, so he's happy about it.
Very good. So someone dear to them or some sort of helpers are coming too?
Yeah, and the feeling's the same.
Very good. What about you? Who's coming to get you?
It's like a father, but not my father now. It's like this father. I'm gonna cry. He's like, just feels like Jesus, like holy, like very loving.
How does he look?
Glowing. It looks like Jesus. He's like glowing. And it looks like Jesus. And he's like very forgiving and like, you're too hard on yourself.
What else is he telling you?
He's like taking me in a different area, and there's like all of these like masters there.
Tell me more about this place. How are they?
It's all white, and now I'm just like being taken up, and then everything's just white and gold. And everything, it's like, I don't know how to, it's just white and glowing. And like very high vibrating. Like you could touch something and it's just like energy charge.
Okay. Does he have some sort of physicality, or it's more energy?
No, he like I can see his feet moving.
Hmm.
But it's energy too. It's weird. It's like a human body, but like energy.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And the others, the masters, how do they look?
They look different. They're like more balls of light, and um, but like if I like look at them, then I can connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like very accelerated,
Mm-hmm.
like very fast thinking, very accelerated.
Mm-hmm. Do they look familiar to you, or feel familiar?
Yeah, they feel familiar. They feel like coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
But like higher, older than me. Like for sure, I'm like the baby bear. Like they make fun of me.
Hmm.
I'm like younger than them.
Like a younger soul, you mean?
Like younger, like newer to their plane.
Hmm.
So I'm more of like the. I just keep hearing like the baby.
The baby. Okay. More. So are you able to communicate with them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next? Tell me more.
They're just showing me around this like new plane,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like high frequency. It's different. There's like you think of it and it's created. Like I just see like I think of a tree and it's created, but it's all white, like glowing white and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like this place like higher spirits go to like recharge their energy.
Mm-hmm. In what way are they doing that?
You're just there and it does it.
Mm-hmm.
And like even like touching anything does it.
Any changes happening in your body?
Yeah. I'm like slowly attuning. I'm like being stubborn though. Like I don't want to release the last lifetime.
Why not?
Because I feel like I like lost a video game. Like I just want to retry.
Mm-hmm. So what are they thinking about that?
They're just saying it's too soon. And they're like laughing.
Why is it too soon?
Because they just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot to learn, they said. And then they show me a school that I have to go to.
Ooh, tell me more about that school.
There's this, I'm always late, and they say I have to be on time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it feels like a university, like very structured, a PhD program, very
Okay.
accelerated. You have to go to the school. And it's teaching you how to help other people.
Mm.
And that's what I was supposed to do in the life, and I didn't do it.
Okay.
So I have to go back to the school and retake the classes, and I don't want to.
Mm.
But at some point, I'm being shown like me being a teacher there. And it's like a stadium. I just see like it's like a stadium, and there's like all of these souls there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like me. They're all like babies, like newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just see like a master teacher. It's weird because I can see them like human, and then they just turn into balls of light, and then like the masters are different colors.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the colors represent?
Different techniques. The one that's talking is healing is green, and he works on helping to heal the body, like the physical body. So he's teaching us how to help heal people's bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a pink one, and she's more of like connecting with the heart and like healing and making people more connected with their heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just see Jesus standing in the background.
What is he doing?
He's just like watching, observing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like lighter. He feels like easier to talk to than the other, like the teacher. The other ones like feel like teachers, and they're like hard to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
They're like very like teachery, like you need to learn this, and like lecture you. But then Jesus is more of like, let's relax and have fun, and like very loving.
Are you able to communicate with Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What is he saying to you?
That I'm meant to be there.
Mm-hmm. What for?
It's soul to help accelerate soul growth on Earth.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
Oh, he's showing me. I just see I'm like taking notes in class
Yes.
and making a plan for this life, and I'm seeing me. He's laughing. We're both laughing. I'm just seeing me put all of these trials in my path and him are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to do that?
Are you putting a little bit too much?
Oh, too much.
What do you put there?
Just so much pain and heartache. And he told me not to pick my parents. That's what he said.
Why?
Because it's going to affect me my entire life. And it's going to pull me back.
Back from what?
From healing, from helping to heal people.
Oh, so that's going to be our mission.
Yeah. But he says that it's like I just took too much of a full course. He's saying that, not to do it.
And you?
And I want to get as much done as possible because I don't want to keep coming